Step into the cottage, the air feels strange. Gemini candles flicker, cards rearrange. Auntie Kara whispers, what's your plight? Under her gaze, stars ignite. Shadows dance on the walls, truth on the tongue. The deck flips fast, your song just begun. What's your question? She'll get the answer. Spin the wheel, it's a cosmic dancer. Auntie Karen's camera knows your soul. From Gemini twins to the Baptist hole.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to mini readings. How's everybody doing? Hello. Let me put the list up. There's our list. How's everybody doing this evening? It is so good to see you guys. I missed you too, Green-Eyed Devil. I was napping today. I was doing the thing. You know how it is, but I need my daily dose of Saggy energy, and I didn't get it as much. Hey, Marissa, how you doing? You are up first, my love. How's everybody doing? We're going to do the sound bowl in a minute. Let's see here. Let's get the sound bowl going. Here we go. Clear some energy. This is kind of like a mini reading thing. We do this on mini readings. All right, there we go. All right, let's get started. Everybody ready? Let's get started. We still have some availability if you want a mini reading. We still have availability. The information is at the top of the chat. It's also scrolling across the bottom of the screen, but let us know if you have any questions booking. Let's get started. Marissa, let's get started with your question first. Let me timestamp for you, Marissa. Hang on just a second. Let's see what's up. That was good. Yeah. So Marissa, we are asking about a Gemini. What is your sign? Remind me your sign. Hey, Pooja, how are you? We'll see what's up. We'll get you some answers, love bug. So Marissa, remind me your zodiac sign. You're a Gemini and you're dealing with a Gemini. Okay. So we're asking about Vaughn. Does he still have intentions of coming back to see you? He blocked you months ago because he's involved with someone currently. So let's see what his intentions are toward you. Give me Vaughn, the Gemini's intentions toward Marissa. Give me Vaughn, the Gemini toward Marissa, please. Give me the intentions of Vaughn, the energies of Vaughn, please, toward Marissa, the Gemini. Give me Vaughn, the Gemini toward Marissa, the Gemini. Give me Vaughn, the Gemini toward Marissa, the Gemini. Give me Vaughn, the Gemini toward Marissa, the Gemini. I don't know. I have Green-Eyed Devil, but I'm insane. That generally, but sometimes I have. Give me Vaughn, the Gemini toward Marissa, the Gemini. Oh, really, Marissa? You have. Give me Vaughn, the Gemini toward Marissa, the Gemini. Four of Wands in the reverse. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Justice. I do see him coming back around, Marissa, but I feel as though there's some stability issues or some question about his intention. I do feel like he will come back to see you. but I'm not sure he's wanting a relationship with this Four of Wands in the reverse. I'm going to dig on that just a little bit more. I do see him coming back around, and I see him possibly apologizing or trying to make things right, but I'm not sure he's going to offer you a relationship. Four of Wands in the reverse. Let me get the Four of Wands in the reverse. Let me get the Four of Wands in the reverse. Hey, Tiffany. Oh, you don't want a relationship. Oh, okay. Well, then this may be with him. Okay. Well, I feel like that he's wanting to make something right. What is this with the Justice card? I don't know. Yeah, he's not doing the relationship thing. But I do get him coming back around. Ten of Swords in reverse, Justice in the upright, possibly making something right. Does he owe you something or something of that nature? Oh, you're fine. You're fine, Marissa. You know, with a Gemini, I can believe it. I can believe it. When you said you didn't want a relationship, I can believe it because we can be very unusual in our approach, you know, with connections. And that's okay, right? We are who we are. What's he coming back to make right? He blocked you. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just that with the Justice card here. But there may be some sort of apology with that Justice card. He feels like he reneged on something with you. Does he owe? I don't know if he owes you money or what, right? But he feels like he reneged or he let you down in some way. He reneged. Do you know the word renege? Like went back on their word, or just made a promise and then didn't, or gave you his word and then he feels like that. He feels like he needs to make that right, if that makes sense. He doesn't owe you any money. There's something here that he feels like he let you down. I don't know if that makes sense. And he does feel a sense of loss, which is interesting around this thing. He did promise he would come back. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the short answer is I feel like I do see it. I do see it. That's crazy. That's what I got, Marissa. That's what I got. Tiffany, you absolutely can find happiness and inner peace, but it's not just going to accidentally happen. But you absolutely can get over that, but it's going to have to be, you're going to have to do some work to do it. You have to do shadow work, my love. You're welcome, Marissa. Thank you. Thank you as always. Appreciate you. You know, Marissa, we Geminis, we roll different sometimes, and it's just, the way it is. But that, I get the unblocking thing. Trust me, I do. Trust me, I do. I've done it. Thank you, Marissa. That's so sweet of you. Oh, sorry to hear that, Tiffany. I'm very sorry for your loss. But Tiffany, if you wanted a reading now, we can read for you, but we're doing, paid readings right now. So, all right, let's go to Ray. Let me timestamp for Ray real quick. All right, so Ray asks, no way. No way. You're kidding me. Rudy ghosted you. What? I've done that before too, Green-Eyed Devil. I've unblocked them, said something, and then blocked them right back again. I've done that. We've talked about, you and I have talked about that. All right, let's see what's going on with Rudy. Why did Rudy block Ray? Good night. Why did Rudy block Ray? What's going on with Rudy toward Ray? Why was there a blockage? I know, right, Gina? Why was Why did Rudy ghost Ray? Why did Rudy ghost Ray? Why did Rudy ghost Ray? What was Rudy thinking? Yeah, he just stopped communicating. Yeah. Yeah. I remember, Ray. Hey, Soft Affair. Give me Rudy and why the communication stopped. Why did Rudy ghost Ray? This is so crazy. Why did Rudy ghost Ray? Why did Rudy ghost Ray? Okay, I got you. What's going on with Rudy? Why? King of Swords in the reverse. Sun in the reverse. Nine of Swords in the reverse. He was triggered about something and didn't want to face something. I don't know if that makes sense. There was something that triggered him. King of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Swords in the reverse, that he did not. You triggered a feeling in him, a wound, something of that nature, and he did not want to feel that. It made him unhappy. We're going to see if I can figure out what it is. Hey, beautiful Lisa. I'm going to see if I can figure out what it is with that King of Swords in the reverse. But buddy, he was like, I don't want to deal with that. Could have been emotional vulnerability. It could have been that you were, I don't know, but there was you hit a wound. Boom. You hit a wound, whether you know it or not. Give me the King of Swords in reverse. Give me the King of Swords in reverse. He says, no, I don't want to feel that. I don't know if it was a wound or fear of emotional vulnerability, but there was something here. You may have triggered an abandonment wound in him or something. Give me the King of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you probably, I don't think he said anything about it. I think he just was like, no, we ain't doing this. Let's see here. Give me the King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Give me the King of Swords in the reverse. He didn't want to confront something. He did not want to confront some truth. Give me the King of Swords in reverse, please. Give me the King of Swords in reverse. Two of Wands. Strength in reverse. Knight of Wands. So the Rudy lacked stability to begin with the Knight of Wands here, Four of Wands in reverse. All right. Rudy was not in a good place when you met Rudy. I'm going to tell you that to begin with. He was not in a real good place. Strength reversed. Okay. He probably is a wounded person. I even have the Nine of Wands here. I think this person was in a bit of a bad place to begin with. And they were faced with some sort of a decision, whether or not he's a very good actor. Sometimes people are. I feel like this. I feel like this person did not want to tell you what the issue is. In other words, let me just say, and I don't have a zodiac card, that I don't have the Libra energy here, but this is giving Libra, low vibrational Libra. And what I mean by that is this. What I'm picking up from this is this. This person is the type of person that when faced with a confrontation, a decision, having to speak their truth about that, for whatever reason, that they don't want to continue talking to you, they would rather ghost you than be honest and upfront and man up. And sometimes a low vibrational Libra will struggle to deliver quote unquote bad news to someone, okay, because they can't handle somebody being upset around them. They can't. They're not man enough or woman enough. And a great Libra is a great Libra, but this is something that Libras are known for. And this is what this is. This is what this is giving, is when faced with the decision of confronting and speaking the truth, he ducked out and ran. I do think he's in, and maybe the fact that he's wounded is just because maybe I'm just picking up low vibrational with that, when I pick up that he's not in a good place. All right. He said he wasn't a ghoster, and the lack of stability he wasn't clear with what he wanted. He's a Scorpio. He may be a Scorpio, but I'm going to tell you what, I would bet dollars to donuts he's got some strong Libra or some kind of 7th house stellium somewhere in that chart. There's something in here that he does not like. He doesn't like confrontation. And by confrontation, I don't mean, calling something out, but he doesn't like, this is a type of confrontation because you have to tell someone, hey, I'm not interested in seeing you anymore. That's the energy that I'm picking up from this guy. That's the energy that I am picking up from this guy. And so often, the sun signs, you really cannot tell very much about a person from a sun sign. I can tell you, I mean, I've known so many Scorpio suns, and they're all very different. And it kind of depends on, it's almost like the other parts of the chart, of anybody's chart, you're going to get more than you are their sun sign, generally. The reason I come off Gemini is because I'm a Gemini sun and rising. And so that's my outward projection as much as anything else, because it's in the rising energy. But I'm not saying he's a Libra rising. He may be a Libra moon. He may have a 7th house stellium, or a poorly aspected Venus, which is the ruler of Libra. And that will sometimes give rise to those struggles, right? That's what's up. Let me tell you, I knew a Libra one time that, I've known, but that, I won't even go into all that, but that's what I'm picking up is, and I feel like it was either that or you triggered some sort of wound in this person. It was one of those two things. Either way, there was a truth that this person did not want to confront. There was a truth that this person did not want to address. There was an elephant in the room that this person did not want to address. You may have reminded him of an ex. You may have said something that triggered a memory with him. It could have just been that he lost interest. Okay, whatever it was, he did not want to talk about it, and he knew that he had to talk about it if he stuck around. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Yeah, the Mercury and how he thinks. Well, there you go. You have to look at so much of things, right? Hey, Uncle, how you doing? But that's what I'm picking up, Ray, is there was some kind of truth this person did not want to confront, and he ran. He would rather run than talk about it. And he had a choice. He literally, he thought this through. Rudy thought this through. He stood there for a minute and he looked at the crossroads and he said, if I stick with this girl, I'm going to have to talk about this or confront this or whatever. And I would just as soon duck out and not have to feel this feeling. And I'll be honest, I'm leaning more towards you triggered a wound, like an abandonment wound, and you probably didn't realize it. Sometimes that can be a fear of emotional vulnerability. That can be what that's about. Okay. And you may have stumbled across somebody who is an avoidant, that it's associated with abandonment, with that 9 of Swords. Sometimes that can be associated with abandonment. And that's not uncommon for Scorpios to be a Scorpio to struggle with fears of emotional vulnerability. My high vibrational Scorpio that's here now Gina can attest to that. And Uncle is a Scorpio moon. They can tell you that's one of the struggles and one of the lessons that people with Scorpio in their chart have to overcome. So I'm going to lean more with you triggered a wound or a fear than that. Yeah, you did dodge a bullet. You did. Yeah, there's Gina, and she's backing me up. So yeah. That's what I'm picking up. That's what I'm picking up. And I'm just going to say this. I think to ghost someone, I mean, if it's somebody you've been talking to for 2 days and you haven't dated them and you haven't talked to them on the phone and whatever, and you just barely started talking to them and you just disappear, that's one thing. But I think if you've had any amount of time that you've spent with a person and you ghost them, I know there are people that will do it, and some signs are more prone to it than others, but I'm just going to go on the record, and I really don't give a fuck if this pisses anybody off, but I think it's probably one of the most chicken shit, wimpy, spineless things a person can do. It's very telling about the courage of a person or the lack of courage of a person, the inability of them to stand up and speak their truth. Yeah. And to tell you what's wrong and why they're walking away. It's very selfish. It is. And Green Eyed Devil called it emotionally abusive. And I agree with all of that. That's just my opinion. Ray, you deserve better. You deserve better. You're a good person. I know. I've been reading for you for a while. You're a good person. And I know you know that, but curiosity does get to us. And I get that. So I understand why you would ask and be curious about what in the hell was going on. Right. That's what I got. That's what I got. Next up is Gabrielle. And this is soft affair, I believe. Let's see. But Ray, as always, I appreciate you. You are welcome. Thank you, my love. All right. Let's go to Gabrielle. Let me timestamp. Oh, okay. I got you, Ray. Gabrielle, let me update and put Ray behind M real quick. Yeah, he's not a Green Eyed Devil. He absolutely proved to you that he is not on your level, like she said. But I get your curiosity. I get that. I really do. All right, let's go to Gabrielle. Let me timestamp for you, Gabrielle. Let's see what we got. All right, Gabrielle asks, of course. Gabrielle says, oh, this is soft affair. Okay. Are there misalignments in my music that can prevent the level of success I feel I'm capable of, so I can work on them as I prepare to relocate? Okay. So this will be a twofold answer. I love that. I love that. I'm musical too, so I love that. This will be a twofold answer, but I'm going to look for specifics and then I'm going to give you a general observation as well. Yeah, Gina, when people show you who they are, believe them. Maya Angelou. What specific misalignments and blockages might there be in soft affairs path to success with music? Are there blockages or misalignments? And if so, what might they be specifically? Specifically, what might they be? Are there blockages or misalignments in the path to success with music? Is it okay? Four of Wands in reverse, Two of Pentacles, Hierophant. Is it support? Is it family support, or is it where you live? Physically where you live? What is it? I don't know if there's backing that you need, that as well, or family support is one. Four of Wands is here in the reverse. That's either here because of family support or your physical location. Physically where I live, I lack support. So it's kind of a combination of those two. Okay. I do think there is someone here that will be instrumental. You have the Hierophant, and that is usually someone that is someone you look up to, like a mentor. You know, traditionally that's like a clergy, but it can be a teacher, a mentor, somebody that you look up to. There is someone here. I'm moving back home to be closer to family who loves your music. Okay. Okay. Well, and Hierophant can be an older family member, usually male, but it doesn't have to be. But it's a strong leader. It's a mentor. It's somebody that is wise that you look up to. Somebody that's pretty stable, that offers good sage advice. I mean, it is associated with the sign of Taurus, but it doesn't have to mean that that person has Taurus energy. I'm thinking it's here more for the energies that are associated with the Hierophant. But that, I believe, is going to be instrumental in helping you along, making that change. Is there anything? I literally have travel and relocation and distance on the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can sometimes be associated with that as well. Look at the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Sometimes that's a father figure, uncle. Your sister. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Is she older than you? Is she a safe place for you? Yeah. But I also get there being a male that's important in this. 100% a safe place. Okay, good. Because I think that's why she's here. That then is why that Hierophant is here. I think she embodies the energies, and it just so happens that she is a Taurus as well. Very interesting. Isn't it funny how the cards work sometimes? Give me more on this. Is there anything else about this or otherwise that she needs to know as far as misalignments, blockages? Self-confidence. We're going deep now. Self-confidence. You do have the ability to make this happen. I literally have the Strength in reverse, and I heard it said imposter syndrome. I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. I'm not strong enough. And then behind it, I got the Magician in the upright. You have the power in your hands to make this happen. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. I think there's maybe some nervousness or fear or apprehension. Sometimes you got to do it scared. Take that leap. There is somebody in your life that is going to be so helpful in this thing. You've got what is it? A liaison and somebody that's a helper here. It may be your sister, but there's somebody here that is very instrumental in your success. Okay. There is somebody here that is very instrumental in your success, and it may be your sister, but that is so interesting. And I'm also getting, don't be afraid to take the leap of faith. If you don't take the leap of faith regarding this musical path, you'll always wonder, what if I had? Possibly a chance meeting. Very possible. Hey, Robert, there's somebody here. Who is this? How will she know who this is? Yeah, there is somebody that, and I'm going to tell you, whoever this is, I got the Lover's card. Now, don't get it twisted. This is not a romance thing. The Lover's card can go outside of the scope of romance sometimes, and it has here. And let me tell you, this is somebody who you're meant to meet. This is a destined meeting from a career standpoint. I don't know who it is, but yeah, it's some kind of business partnership. It could definitely be like an agent or a representative or a manager or somebody that knows somebody that introduces you to somebody. There's somebody here that is very instrumental in your path to success. Yeah, collaborative. It could be a collaborative thing with another musician. It absolutely could. With the cards I'm looking at, it absolutely could. It absolutely could, but it's cohesive. Whoever this is, you've got a strong soul bond with. We have those outside of romance. Okay. You can have strong soul bonds with friends and, certainly in work situations. All right. This is one of those things that is Jupiterian. Okay. Or, soft affair. I don't know, but like there are placements in your chart that even speak to this kind of stuff. There's like the part of fortune, the vertex, Jupiter. And a lot of times when things are transiting those things, you'll have these serendipitous Jupiterian wheel of fortune, unusual moments that it had to be meant to be, because that's the only way you could have ever met this person, right? Yeah, your stars are aligning, literally. That's the green eyed devil took. Yeah, you put it in the right words, but that's it. That's it. Something is definitely moving in your favor. What is your rising? Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer. What's your rising and what's your midheaven? You're a Leo rising. Oh, it may be because, okay, it may be in your 11th house. Taurus midheaven. Well, that right there is a good placement. What is in your 10th house? Do you have any planets around your 10th house or your midheaven? I'm just curious. Oh, your moon is in the second. Damn, that's good too. That makes you a little Taurus moony, and the moon is exalted in the second house to a degree. We can find out about the Saturn return if we know. Soft affair. Are you either in your late 20s or 30, 31, or around 60? Are you around one of those two ages? That's going to tell you about the Saturn return. $41. This is a Saturn square, probably. This is probably a square, a return that's like the square. So yeah, this could be really good. Hey, Amy, you sure can. If you'd like a mini reading, the information to get on the list for a mini reading, Amy True, is pinned at the top of the chat. If you have trouble seeing it, let me know. But yeah, there's something going on in your chart. I'd be curious. No, you're not too late. You're not too late. But I hope that helped you, Gabrielle. I hope that helped you. Oh, Gabrielle, I know what else I was going to tell you about misalignments. The spiritual misalignments you'll get in your shadow work journey. You'll cover those in your shadow work journey. So that's another thing. But yeah. Yeah. You have nothing in your 10th. I think it's around what's going on with your Saturn. I think it's in a square. And that's good. I mean, when Saturn squares your natal Saturn or opposes your natal Saturn, it's almost like a mini Saturn return. I haven't done any shadow work for my creative self. Get on that daily meditation. That's going to help you so much with removing blockages and the shadow work, right? Pluto, Saturn, and Sun in Scorpio. Wow. That's powerful. That's powerful. But yeah, it really would behoove you to get on a regular meditation routine and shadow work. That's going to help you with it's going to make your music better. Trust me, it's associated with the subconscious music is, and that's your shadow. It's going to go hand in hand with your work. Yes. All right, Gina Bina. There you go. All right, Miss Gina Bina, what's up with you, my love? Thank you, Soft Affair. Gina Bina, 2 questions. Okay, we're asking about the Scorpio and the Saggy. Okay, what would the coal miner Scorpio want me to know if I were to reach out to him? Let's check in on this Scorpio. Give me the coal miner. Give me the coal miner, please. Give me the coal miner. What would he want Gina to know? Oh, wow. Wow. Dreams are important. What would the coal miner want Gina to know? What would the coal miner Scorpio want Gina to know? This is the one you guys have the same birth date, right? If I remember correctly. What would the coal miner want Gina to know? Yeah, that's what I remembered. What would the coal miner want Gina to know? What would the coal miner want Gina to know? What would the coal miner Scorpio want Gina to know? What would the coal miner want Gina to know? Thank you, Pooja. High Priestess. There's a lot he's not saying. That is literally sometimes associated with dreams. Like, yeah. That's what's crazy, that High Priestess. 9 of Cups in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. Why is that in the reverse? He's at a crossroads. He is at a, well, yeah, and that can sometimes speak to silence. He is at a crossroads. And he's feeling jaded about something. He feels very jaded. And he's afraid of making a decision about something too fast. Oh my gosh. Two of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. He's afraid. He loves you. We know that. But it's beyond that. This is a decision about his future. That's why the Wheel of Fortune is here. He's jaded, and he kind of feels like his life sucks. And he needs to make some changes. He needs to make a move. He needs to make a decision. Six of Swords here. Knight of Wands. He may literally feel like he needs to physically move, or travel. But this is about you. But he doesn't want to make a hasty decision. He also feels like he's got to walk away from something too. He's well known where he lives now. You guys live in different places, right? He's well known where he lives now, and he's afraid of walking away from familiarity, people that know him, support system, place where he's well known. I don't know if this makes sense. That's one of the things that he's looking at. This is a pretty big decision in his life. Justice. He lives in our tiny hometown, but you don't though, right? He feels like he owes you an apology. This is weighing heavy. This is weighing heavy. There is something he wants to get off his chest. There's an apology he wants to make toward you. But I think it's beyond that. You live 7 hours away. I literally think he's considering traveling toward you to make this right. I think he's this weighs heavily on his mind, but it's beyond that. Gina, he loves you and he wants to be with you. And I think that's what this is about. I think that's why he wants to make things right with you, is I think he wants to pick up with you again. With the Wheel of Fortune here, Two of Cups. I mean, there's a strong soul bond, which we knew that, but he wants to make right. With the Two of Swords in reverse and the Justice card, that's about apologizing. And that that to me suggest with the Justice card supporting that Two of Swords in the reverse, that suggests to me that coal miner wants to own his bullshit, take responsibility for his role in things, right? Which is encouraging. But he's even thought about the what am I thinking? The pragmatics of being together. He's thought about the pragmatics of being together with you and moving, and he's thought about that. He has thought about it all. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but he has absolutely thought about that distance, and that he would have to travel or relocate. His ego may hold him back. I'm not. A little bit of ego here with the Six of Wands. Let me drill down on that for you a little bit. Yeah, he has. He's imagined literally the practical side of the pragmatics of how he would go about working this out. Yeah. Oh, wow, Gina. Give me more on the Six of Wands. Give me more on the Six of Wands. That's why he's heavy in your mind. That's why he hit your dreams. That's why he hit your dreams, Gina. That's why. And literally, he's dreaming about you too. And I think he keeps a lot of this under his hat. I don't think he talks to many people about this, his thoughts about all this. Tell me more on the Six of Wands. Tell me more on the Six of Wands. Yeah, he knows he would have to come off that ego. He's thought about that too. He's thought about that, Gina, that he would have to come off that ego. That's what's so crazy. That is the fly in the ointment, but I don't think it's going to stop him from approaching you. I think you'll hear from this Scorpio. And I get that. I think you'll hear from this Scorpio. He misses you. Yeah, that too, without the booze. And the Nine of Cups coming out here in reverse could very well speak to him continuing to have that problem. Three of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. He's got a lot of trauma. He's not in a good place right now. Not in a good place. He may be drinking. And the Hollows. Yeah, he may be drinking. Oh, he is. Gina, my God, he drinks and he cries. Shit. He drinks and he cries. God. World reverse, unfinished business. Really? Exactly what I thought. Yeah. I think you're going to hear from Scorpio. He knows that the ego is he knows that his ego is his problem. He absolutely knows it. But that's what I got, Miss Gina Bina. He knows, I told him. Let's look, Gina, at the Sag, because I know that was your other question. Yeah, I'm iffy about this, Gina. Yeah, I'm iffy about him. I know he loves you. I know that. I absolutely, that I know without anything. I think he's ready to apologize, but I'm not sure that he's in a good place right now with all the other stuff that I saw. You know, he's real down with that Nine of Cups in reverse. He could be drinking, and then I got that Five of Cups, drinking and crying. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't mean he can be decent. Exactly. I would not be shocked if you didn't hear from this guy. I would not be shocked. I'm just saying. Let's find out about the Sag. Does the young Saggy sing long-term with me? Let's find out about this Sag. This is such an interesting thing, this Sagittarius. Yes, childhood wounds. That's that Three of Swords. That's what that was about. What about the Sag? Give me the Sag toward Gina. Exactly, Gina. Give me the Sag. Give me this young Sag toward Gina. This is actually a good Sagittarius, Green-Eyed Devil. You would like this Sag. I've read about this Sag off and on. I like this Sag. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He won't embarrass you. He's a good one. One of the good ones. Yeah, he's a good one. Give me this Sag. Love me like he should What's that? What's the words to that song? Give me the Sag. Give me the Sag toward Gina. The Sag toward Gina. He does, he can see it. Oh God, Gina, here we go again with the inner turmoil with the Five of Wands. That's the inner wrestling. Page of Cups reverse, Five of Wands, Temperance in the reverse. That's Sagittarius energy, but in the reverse. And I'm going to tell you why that's important. Under that, we had the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Eight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. He can see a future with you. He is so torn between his Sagittarian aspirations and long-term commitment. And we have been picking that up on dude for a while. He does see, he is like so torn. This is the interesting thing about this guy. It never started out to be anything other than just a fun, friendly thing. And he caught feelings. We know that. I don't have him here, but I've read for him enough. I know that. He's caught feelings for Gina. And she's okay either way, but she can sense that he's got feelings. She's not wrong. And he wrestles with this. He goes back and forth with this. Yeah, we're buddies. Exactly. And he's a good guy. He's been around her a long time, Green-Eyed Devil. Yeah, and he's younger. And it was fine. But what's crazy is he gets weird about her seeing other guys and stuff like that, you know. Look. He is so torn. Hangman. Paralysis by analysis. I think he envisions a future with you. You know what I think the best of both worlds for him would be is if you like went on an adventure with him. I think that's what he would like. And that's probably not realistic because you have a life. You have, you know, family responsibilities and stuff like that. But I think if he had if he had his ruthers, he would have it all. He's like, can't you go with me? Can't you go with? Yeah. What would he like most of all? What would he like most of all? Oh, wow. I remember that, Gina. I remember that. Yeah, and you don't want him to resent you, you know? He wishes, oh, wow. Gina, listen to what he says. If I had my way, she would go with, but that would be selfish. And I can't be selfish. Yeah. God, I just want to cry. This is crazy. He is a good dude. He's a good dude. I think he's so torn. What will he ultimately? What will he ultimately do? I'm with the Green-Eyed Devil. Yes. He's going to make a decision. I literally see him making a firm decision about something. And here's what's interesting, Gina. Once he makes his decision, he will be fine with it. It's going to take him a minute to make his decision, but he will make his decision and he'll be okay. You know he's not going to treat you badly. You know that. Yeah, life won't wait for him. It's almost like you need to push him to go pursue his dreams. To push him to. Because I kind of wonder if he's just putting it off because he doesn't want to leave you. Yeah, definitely. Oh, you have? Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think even if he goes, he'll come back. I agree with Green Eyed Devil. They've been buddies, Gina, for what? Probably at least 2 years. You guys have been buddies. Yeah, this guy, Green Eyed Devil, is a true Sag in a good way, right? I really like dude. He's a good guy. I think she's right. I think Green Eyed Devil's right. I think even if he pursues his dreams, I don't think you've seen the last of him. Yeah, more than a year, but less than 2. I was thinking it had been a while. Yeah. I was thinking that. Yeah, the perfect Saggy. They do exist. That's so crazy. That's so crazy, Green Eyed Devil. But I think she's right, Gina. I love that. Oh, and you're a Sag rising. Gina's a Sagittarius rising, Green Eyed Devil. I think I don't know if you knew that, but and Gina, Green Eyed Devil, is a Sagittarius sun. She's got a lot of Scorpio in her chart, Gina. So you guys are more alike than you might realize. Yeah. No, you won't have to wait. You'll go on and you'll live your life, and it'll just be a timing thing. It'll be serendipity. Serendipity is definitely a Sagittarius word. It's a Jupiter word. Yep. Yeah. But Gina, I think that's what's up, my love. I think that's what's up, sweets. It is a beautiful thing. I agree. I'm going to update my list. Anastasia is after Ray. Here we go. Love you too. Hey, Gina, if I don't talk to you, I hope I do talk to you before, but if I don't, Merry Christmas. And thank you, Gina. All right, we are getting ready to read for Pooja. Okay, let's see what's up. All right, Pooja, let me timestamp for you. So, Pooja, can you please? I've been concerned in my marriage with my husband. Can you please tell me about my husband, Fernando, and his intentions in our marriage and family? Oh, Gina, you're so sweet. All right, so she says, Pooja says, I'm an Aquarius who went through hell with the Sagittarius husband. Speaking of Sag, finally, this year I was able to get a grip on my Aquarius ass and kick some ass. Okay. Let's see if we can get his intentions, Pooja. Let's see if we can get this Sagittarius's intentions around marriage and family. Intentions around marriage and family from this Sagittarius as it relates to Pooja, the Aquarius. Marriage, family from the Sagittarius. Marriage and family from the Sagittarius. Give me the Sagittarius's intentions. Give me the Sagittarius's intentions, please. Give me the Sagittarius's intentions. Give me the Sagittarius's intentions in this connection with marriage, family, Pooja, the Aquarius. Give me the Sagittarius's intentions. Give me the Sagittarius's intentions. I've been reading for Saggies a lot lately. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Magician. Three of Swords in the reverse. World reversed. Thank you, Soft Affair. Love you. Hey, Soft Affair, are you on Patreon, Phoenix Rising? If not, let me know and stick around for just a second. If you can stick around. Just let me know. But anyway, or just email me about it, Soft Affair. If you're not on Phoenix Rising, email me. All right. Pooja, there's something here. King of Pentacles, and there's something here that calls to this person. Yes. There's something here that pulls at him. All right. I think he would like to step up, but there's something here that pulls at him. World reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, and it keeps him off balance. Magician, Three of Swords in the reverse, Five of Swords. There are things he keeps from you. Page of Wands here in the reverse. There are things you don't know. I don't know if it's third party. It is possible. Pooja, how long have you been married to this person? There's somebody that's, I believe that that's in his past. There's somebody that's in his past or he's got history with that pulls at him, and he may be involved with that person still. And it could be a secret family, but there's somebody here that he's got some ties to. He's got kids. 2 years. Yeah. Does he have kids from a previous marriage or a baby mama? Been together for 3. It goes back before you, Pooja. There's somebody here that is in his past that pulls at him. I don't know to what degree he's involved with this person. I feel like he misses this person a lot more than he lets you know. His kids, I don't know if this makes sense. I'm picking up that there's kids involved or something of that nature that he misses, or maybe he's known this person since childhood. It could be that. He has 3 kids with her. That's what's up. He misses this Scorpio. He misses this Scorpio and the kids a lot. A lot. And that pulls at him. He may be involved with this Scorpio. I understand that she's engaged, but he may be pursuing her or involved with her. He is obsessed with her. I can tell you that. Give me the energies. What's going on between him and the Scorpio? What's going on with the Sag and the Scorpio X? Oh, wow. I think he misses those kids too, though. He's still got feelings for her. He carries a torch for her, but I don't know that they're involved. I don't think they're involved. Okay, so then tell me, is he involved in general? Is he involved with somebody in general? Does he cheat? No, it's just he's just hung up on this Scorpio. Very hung up on her. I don't think he's cheating, but his heart is definitely not all there with you. I don't think he ever, and I don't think he lets you know that. I think he tries to hide that as best he can. But I think if he had his way, he would reunite with this Scorpio. He's unhappy without her. Yeah. So that's what's going on here, and that's why he's so torn. And he is torn. He is torn. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, if she were to say she wanted him back, he would absolutely go back to her. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. Hangman, I think he's just stagnant with you. Okay. I think he might try to make a new start, but he's not all in. He's just not all in. He keeps coming out as that King of Pentacles in reverse. He's just not really fully committed to this family. He's just not. King of Pentacles in the reverse. He's just not. It's a very stagnant energy. He's got resentments. Yeah, look, very torn. Energetically, he's torn. He might as well be cheating. He's not. I don't think he is physically cheating, but he is. He is energetically. But that's what I got, Pooja. That's what I got. So I don't think it's ever going to be stable with him. I don't think he's ever going to man up in this situation. I don't think he has any real, I don't think he has any real intentions of doing anything other than what you have seen previously with them. A lack of stability, in and out, very unpredictable and such. Why did they break up to begin with? I'm not sure. I have no idea. I would have to pull on that, and I'm just not sure. But I do feel like, and it could be the same thing. He just could be unstable. What Green Eyed Devil said, he's just not happy where he is. He's always going to be wanting to be somewhere other than where he is. Sagittarius is struggle with being restless. But that's what I got, Pooja. That's what I got. Actually, that's exactly what I saw in the cards with the hangman placeholder, Pooja. That's what I got. Yeah. Yeah, and what's interesting that the phenomena that Green Eyed Devil is describing, if he were to go back to her, then he'd be thinking, wait, I need to go back over to Pooja. It was better over there. He's never going to be happy where he's at. And the problem is he's actually running from himself, because wherever you go, your problems follow, because your problems are always going to be inside. And until he makes peace with himself on the inside, he'll never be happy on the outside. And he's looking to external circumstances to solve a problem that only can be solved on the inside. So right now he's chasing his tail. But that's what's up. But I hope that helped you, my love. Yeah, you can't be responsible for his happiness. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know why they split, Pooja. I would have to pull on that. The cards didn't really speak to that. All right, M is up next. Let's go to M. M is up next. M. All right, M is a Virgo too. I remember that. M wants to know about love life for 2026. Let's take a look at M. Hey, RK, what's up? Good to see you, love. All right, tell me about M the Virgo. M the Virgo. Tell me about M the Virgo. M the Virgo. Love for 2026, please. M the Virgo for 2026. M the Virgo for 2026. Love, romance. What does M the Virgo need to know about romance for 2026? M the Virgo for 2026. M the Virgo for 2026. M the Virgo for romance for 2026. Give me M the Virgo for 2026. Temperance in the reverse. Magician in the upright, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Temperance in the reverse is about unhealed wounds. and that being a blockage to love. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse talks about wasting your time. What this is telling you, RK, is for you to try to put yourself out there romantically during 2026, you would really just waste the whole year. That needs to be a year addressing the shadow work and the internal wounds. And until you address that, you keep putting that off, you're putting off your happiness. You need to alchemize these wounds. You need to alchemize these wounds and do the shadow work. That's what's holding you back. So, to try to pursue love during 2026, you may have people cross your path, but it's going to be more disappointment. And I can get more on that if you want with the Knight of Pentacles here in the reverse. Hey, little bit. How are you doing? Thank you, Pooja. Thank you. Let's see what you're likely to experience. You may attract time wasters or people who have anger issues or short tempers, possibly. That may be what that's trying to tell you. Oh, Five of Swords. Yeah, I've got players. You'll attract players if you try to put yourself out there in 2026, RK. If you meet someone, this is the type of person that you would subconsciously be attracted to. A player. A fuckboy. 8 of Wands in reverse. It just wouldn't go anywhere. Sun in reverse. So if you try to put yourself, you're at an important crossroads. We've talked about this, RK. You're at an important, 2026 is the year for you to work on yourself and your shadow work. You're at a very important point in your life. And the universe is literally, to be honest with you, if you were to get involved right now, you would be begging for a tower. Yeah, because right now you're in vibrational alignment to attract people who play, who aren't serious, who are fuckboys, who are unstable, chaotic, maybe anger issues. I've got that several different times in this reading. And it's because you've got wounds that are in alignment with that you've not processed through. That's why we keep talking about shadow work, and that's why that keeps coming out for you, RK. That's why that keeps coming out. This is a time for you to work on you. Hey, legit. RK, I think I recommended to you about going on Phoenix Rising, and I even gave you a discount. I think I gave you a free month and you didn't ever sign up. But there is a video that I told you about, and it actually is going to explain to you the mechanics of why this is true. I think my process is taking longer than what I think. Yeah, this is not something you're going to solve in a month. You need to spend the whole year doing nothing but you. And you need to get serious about it. It's like, how much do you really want? How serious are you about attracting a healthy relationship? If you want it bad enough, you'll get on Phoenix Rising and you'll start busting through those videos that I've been harping on you about. You currently are. Because see, I gave you a free thing and I gave you a free month. You didn't even redeem it. I gave it to you for free. And I love you, RK. But I feel like there's only so much I can do to help you whenever you won't help yourself. You were subscribed already. Did you watch the video that I'm talking about, why we attract the wrong people? Because if you do watch that, and RK, you're a Virgo. You are a smart person. If you will take the time to sit down and watch that one video, you will understand why what I'm saying is true, right? Hey, Devon. Yeah, that's the one you need to delve into. On the Phoenix Rising, the Shadow Work collection. There's like 60 videos and you need to watch one every day. Yeah, that's the one you need to start with. Why we attract the wrong people. Yeah, that green eyed devil. I literally I feel like Arcade that if you were to put yourself out there, you're just absolutely begging for a tower. Yeah, a tower it will put you at rock bottom and it'll ruin your life. And it's supposed to. And it's kind of like the universe just giving us a big fat bitch slap and saying, okay, you've got to get better or else. But that's what's up, my love. That's what's up. I hope that helps you. Yeah. Yes, you need more time and work. And you need to go through those shadow work exercises that are on there and do those a lot. Don't do them just one time, do them a lot. Yeah, there you go. RK, you can do this. I know you can do this, but you got to commit to it. You've got to fully commit to this and you've got to stick with it. And RK, let me say something. Is this hard? You damn right it's hard. It's not easy. It is not easy, but it's the game changer. And it's the thing that you do if you love yourself. You got to look yourself in the mirror and say, do I think I am worth this? Am I worth doing this work for? Am I worth the work? And that's something you got to ask yourself. If you think you deserve better life experiences than what you have had, yes. If you think that you deserve better life experiences, then you'll do the work. Yes. It is harder. And I'm going to tell you, this is a lifelong journey. You'll get yourself to a place where you're in a better place as far as being prepared for romance. But you'll have stuff that you deal with. Shadow work, once you start the journey, it's never over. It's very hard. Yes, but yes, I value my life more and I will not settle for bottom of the barrel. Absolutely. And, that's the thing that you need to know, RK, is that you've got to look at yourself in the mirror and you've got to figure out whether you love yourself enough to do the work. It's not going to be easy, but it'll be the best thing you ever did for yourself. And I can tell you you're worth it, but it's not going to help you for me to say you're worth the work. You've got to believe that. All right. I hope that helps you. So happy birthday to your son, Caesar, Devon. Nice little Sagittarius, huh? We love Sagittarius season. But that's what's up, RK. You've got to figure out whether or not, you've got to come to a place where you realize you're worth it. Yes. I'm proud of you, RK. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's so worth it. And I am the poster child for, if you could know all the different ways that I ran from myself in my life, and I self-sabotaged, and I got in relationships that just, and I did it to myself because I kept putting myself out there whenever, and allowing myself to be in situations, you know. But at any rate, when I finally figured things out, it made the difference, all the difference in the world, RK. Oh, that's so sweet. How old is your son, Devon? How old is Caesar? But I hope that helps you, my love. Today, a legend was born. I love that. I love that. He's 12. Oh, how cute is that? How sweet. I love that. I love that. Yeah. But you got this. You got this. RK, remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Pace yourself. Ramp up your self-care. This is your year. This is a year for you to love on yourself, and this is how you're going to do it. This year is going to be the game changer. Today is my son's father's birthday. Oh, cool. So your son's father is a Sag as well. All right, so we're going to go to Ray. Back to Ray. Ray, are you still here? Yep, happy birthday to your baby daddy. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, Ray. All right, so what was she's asking, what was the elephant in the room, or what wound was triggered with Rudy? And the next actions. So let's see what we can find out. Can you tell me more on this wound that was triggered? Can you tell me more on this wound that was triggered with Rudy? Can you tell me more on this wound that was triggered with Rudy? Can you tell me more about what this wound was? He's got abandonment wounds. He's got abandonment wounds. 8 of Cups. He's had people leave him. He fears that. No, it's not anything. Okay, I'll talk about that, but it's nothing that you this is his wound, and you just were the person to trigger it. You probably, from a soul contract perspective, you did exactly what you were supposed to do. Okay. You did nothing wrong. He's got a wound. See, the triggers are the responsibility of the person being triggered, and it reflects a wound that person is responsible to heal. You have no responsibility if their wound was triggered. All right. So yeah, but there's an abandonment wound. Yes. He has fears of vulnerability. He has fears of opening up to people and then them walking away from him. And this is something that has been a recurring issue for him. All right. This is something that he has had problems with before he knew you. That's another thing. He's got a pattern of running from this instead of facing it. And really, there's not a lot you can do. Give me more on this. Ace of Swords in reverse. See, he does not want to deal with it. He does not want to deal with it. That's not here because he's a liar. Well, he's lying to himself because he doesn't want to deal with it. He's just burying stuff in his subconscious. He runs from it. He runs from a truth. That's why this is here. The Ace of Swords in the upright is about truth, among other things, and it came out in the reverse. He's running from his own truth. He doesn't want to face it, and he literally ran. Yeah, look. This is a card, the Eight of Cups. Sometimes when the Eight of Swords comes out in the reverse, that's somebody repressing something because they don't want to think about it. They don't want to deal with it. But he's got a pattern of this. He's got a pattern of this. I'm going to tell you something else. He's been hurt by women. And he has issues with women. Maybe mom issues even. He may have mom issues. This may have to do with mama abandonment wounds. It does. I think he's got mommy issues. And that we all have issues a lot of times. A lot of us have issues around one or both parents. Like, look, daddy issues is my middle name. So this is not me. It's not that I'm saying he's a mama's boy. He's got wounds from the way he was parented by his mother. That does not make him a bad person. Yeah, his mom has passed. He's got abandonment wounds from the way he was raised by her, though, when she was alive. Unless I don't know, maybe she died when he was really young. It could be that, okay? It could be out of her control. It could be that kind of a thing. But sometimes that can manifest in that way. But I feel like he's got wounds around his mom, something about his mom. She was either an absent mom, maybe she was sick and could not parent him, or just was very detached, or maybe she passed away when he was young. But he's got fears around that, and he's running from that. He doesn't want to face that. He doesn't want to deal with that. That's what's up. That's what's up. Green Eye Devil, what you reckon his moon sign is? I'd be willing to bet he's an Aquarius moon. Or in the 11th house. Or both. Yeah. There you go. He goes for women that see, that's it. Green Eye Devil. He goes for women. More than likely, he goes for women that remind him of his mother, and they trigger him. It's like he's trying to create. It's like and we'll talk about that in a minute too. But it's like he's trying to recreate the situation and make it go differently, and yet it never does. And what's interesting is Aquarius moon, more often than not, they have issues around their mother. Okay. And yeah, it is subconscious. It's that subconscious recreating that entire dynamic, trying to make sense of it. And it's I'm going to say this, Ray, and I say this out of love. There's a good chance that you may have some unresolved wounds as well. That may be why you guys connected to begin with. That's the way that works. And that video that I was just talking about will explain, why we attract or subconsciously choose who we choose. And so there could very well be some unresolved wounds. Wow. Yeah. And that I would be willing to bet, but that's what's going on here. You guys have a like wound. And it is. I mean, I'm not saying that there wasn't something real about it, but at the same time, we often form trauma bonds based on subconscious alignment. That's what that is. In fact, that video that I was just talking about that's over on Phoenix Rising that talks about why we subconsciously choose, it literally describes how we subconsciously connect with other people. And I don't talk about it being a trauma bond, but that's exactly what it's describing, is how that happens. Yes. And that chemistry that you felt with him, I talk about that in that video. That you're exactly right. I have no doubt you guys probably almost instantly connected. And that's why you connected, because you had that common wound and it's in the subconscious. You're not aware of it. You ought to go watch that video, Ray. If you're not on Patreon, you ought to get on Patreon. You ought to go watch that video. It's on Phoenix Rising. And it's not incredibly long. I don't know, 12 or 15 minutes, but it goes into detail. And it literally, Green Eye Devil, have you watched that video that I'm talking about? I know you're on Phoenix Rising. Have you watched the video that I'm talking about, Green Eye Devil? It goes into detail about how you meet a person and why you even have chemistry, why you connect with some people. And it is interesting. And I'm going to tell you, I got every bit of that in a download. Yeah. That's one of my favorite videos that I've ever done. That's one of my favorite no-sees that hit me in meditation, was the way that I described that in that video. That's one of my favorite videos I've ever done. Just saying. But yeah, it's definitely worth a look for sure. Yes, you have. I knew you had it in the 11th house as well, that Aquarius moon, because you're in Aries rising. Absolutely. But you know what, Green Eye Devil? And I know we call ourselves soul sisters, and I'm a million miles away from you. But you're younger than me, and I mean, we're friends, but it's almost like I kind of mother hen you sometimes. I mean, I give you your space because I know you're a Sagittarius, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'll quit being sappy now. I'll get out of my Cancer North Node. Whoop! Let's go back to Gemini. Kiro, thank you. Thank you for joining the cottage. Green Eye Devil, want some toothpaste? Anyway, that's what I got. That's what I got, love bug. All right. Ray, I hope that helped you. Oh, it's the bond. Oh, you did. I'm sorry. You did pay for 2 questions. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Next actions. Okay. Ray, I do see it. When you ask about next actions, do you mean from Rudy toward you or your next actions? Tell me which one. Make sure I understand if this is his next actions towards you, if any. Yeah, okay. Let's see if Rudy will do anything toward Ray. Rudy towards Ray. Do we see any actions, Rudy toward Ray, in the future? And if so, what? Yeah, we are soul family, no doubt. It's crazy. All right, give me Rudy toward Ray. Next actions going forward. Rudy toward Ray. Next actions going forward. Rudy toward Ray. Next actions. Page of Cups, but in the reverse. Pages are messengers, and when they're in the reverse, that usually means that he probably won't contact you, but we'll just double check with the cards that fall out and see what we can get. Give me his next action, if any, toward Rudy. I mean, toward Ray. Give me Rudy's next action. Rudy's next action toward Ray. Ace of Cups in reverse. Temperance in the reverse. Queen of Cups in the reverse. He ain't going to do nothing. I don't see him even reaching out. You know what's interesting? He feels guilty, but he also feels angry. He's trying to release this. He's got a lot of wounds, a lot of baggage. 10 of Wands, Queen of Swords in reverse, 6 of Swords in the upright. He is running from the anger around his literally, but I don't see him doing anything toward you. I don't see him reaching out towards you. He's going to try to move on. He's holding back. The Strength card, full reversed. Yeah. I think he's long gone. I think he's long gone. Unfortunately, that's what I got, my love. But that might be, believe it or not, Ray, you are welcome. Believe it or not, Ray, that might be to your advantage. Because if he's is the biggest, you know, if he's kind of in that mess, you might, if he were to stick around and come back around, he might hurt you even worse the next time. Yeah. So just think of it that way. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But that's what I got, love. I need someone that can talk through things. Yeah, definitely. You definitely do deserve that. He's dead weight. You can't build with him. Yeah, you can't. You can't. He'll hold you back because he's not really ready to face those issues yet. And you know, you're on this. You know, you're in a place, Ray, where you look at yourself, you self-examine, and you'll look at things, and you'll be like, okay, I need to work on that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he's on that place where he realizes the importance of doing that self-examination. All right. Anastasia is up next. Ray, thank you as always. As always. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. I truly do. Look at that. That right there. You can't, there's nothing like self-awareness. That is the superpower. Self-awareness is not just a superpower, it is the superpower. And that's done through self-examination, shadow work. I love that. Thank you for that, Anastasia. And how is Anastasia doing this evening? Let's see what's up with Anastasia. Anastasia, check in an in-depth feeling for Emma the Pisces about pot or me. Let's see. Let's see. Give me Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia the Cancer. Give me the in-depth feelings. Emma toward Anastasia. Oh, but thriving. Good. Good. Give me Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia the Cancer. Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia the Cancer. Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia the Cancer. Emma the Pisces. Give me Emma the Pisces. Emma the Pisces. I just heard her say? The Queen of Pentacles flew out and it went sideways. Let me tell you what she just said. She said, I don't have enough money to buy everything that Anastasia deserves. That's what she said. Oh, I love that, Anastasia. That's so exciting. Front row? Girl. I love that. Six of Cups, King of Wands, Knight of Cups. High Priestess, Sun card. King of Swords. Lots of attraction with lots of fire, lots of passion. Six of Cups, Knight of Cups. I love that. That deep soul bond she feels. Magician. That's a good energy. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Anastasia, I think she feels not enough. Why does she feel like she needs to do more or be more? I even heard her say that. I channeled that, and I got that again. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Hangman, Judgment. She may miss you. Full card. She's wanting to take a leap of faith. But and the Judgment card is here. The Fool card is here, but she feels not enough. Like she wishes she could do more for you than she can. She wishes she could do more for you. She feels like her hands are tied. She wishes she could do more. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. I'm going to get more on this. Give me more on this from Emma. Give me more on this from Emma toward Anastasia. Right, Anastasia. Give me a minute, Anastasia. Let me go fix this. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Anastasia. All right, there we go. Give me more on this from Emma the Pisces, please, toward Anastasia. Give me more on this. Give me more on this from Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia. Give me more on this from Emma the Pisces toward Anastasia. King of Wands. There it is in this. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Three of Cups. Why is the Ten of Wands here? What's worrying her? Nine of Cups. There is something in her past that she's afraid is going to that she's afraid is going to affect things. And you'll think less of her. She's worried about something from her past making you think less of her. I don't know if it's a person. I don't know if it's an experience or something that happened or something she did. She's very, this is heavy on her mind. Something in her past that worries her. She loves hanging out with you, though. She loves you. She sees you as her person, her happily ever after. Okay. She definitely does. But that something in her past worries her, Anastasia. Something in her past worries her. She's overcome whatever this is, and she hopes it's like, don't judge me on what I was then, judge me on who I am now, or don't judge me on what happened, judge me who I am now because I'm a different person, which is entirely possible. I very much think that's the case based on the cards. Yeah. Oh, whatever this was something big that happened in her life and put her on the straight and narrow. She's had her tower. She's had her tower, Anastasia. But I think that whatever this is, bothers her. She may have already told you about it, or she may be afraid that you will find out. If not, I think she'll open up to you about it. She has so much love for you, though. So much love. You're going to have to let me know if that makes sense to you, Anastasia, but that's what I got. All right. She very much wants to be transparent about everything, though. No secrets kind of thing. So I do like this. If she's not already opened up to you about it, she will. I see that. Absolutely. So you'll have to let me know if that makes sense. What now, Anastasia? I see about it. That's all I see. I may have messed you up whenever I was messing around with subscribers only, Anastasia. I didn't see what you said. Okay. Yeah. She's definitely, though, she's done a lot of work on herself, Anastasia, I believe. She's overcome a lot. She's been in some tough situations. She's overcome a lot. She has danced with the devil. She has walked through hell with that Tower card. No, I don't. I like her. Yeah, her energy has been consistent, Green Eye Devil, toward Anastasia. I like her. So I think that has shifted her perspective on love in general. It possibly has. But she sees herself spending her life with you, with that 10 of Cups, and being happy. She's got a lot of love for you, Queen of Cups. That's so sweet. I love that. Yeah, proactive. I do think, I will tell you something else, Anastasia. I think with that Queen of Pentacles coming out in the reverse, I'm going to talk about that. I think she's done a lot of work on herself. I think she still struggles with self-esteem. And that, don't we all sometimes? Am I enough for her? She says about you. Am I enough for her? I think she's aware of that. Good on you. I think she's aware, though. I think she's so aware. I think she's aware of what her issues are. And that is everything. Just like we talked about self-awareness, man. It's funny that would come up, but I think she's aware of what her issues are. She knows what her issues are. You know what I'm saying? And she knows I think she really is trying to navigate those. So good on her. Yeah, that too, green-eyed devil. That too. But I mean, that abusive relationships can do a number. It's likely Anastasia. She's very self-aware. She's studying psychology. Yes. Yeah, I get that. I get that. She's very aware of she's aware of what her issues are. And I mean, we all got issues. It's just, are we aware of them, right? And she's super aware. She wants, very much wants to be transparent. I really like her so much for you. I really do. Um, I would be willing if she's been in abusive relationships, Anastasia, it's highly likely that she came up in um, her childhood home probably had some sort of DV. And that can be the case. And a lot of times that will spill over and follow us into, and I say us because I would be in that group, that would follow us into adult life. And we have to deal with it. We'll recreate that situation by either subconsciously choosing someone like that or becoming that ourselves. And that's just, a pattern that, some folks have to break. It's a Pluto in the fourth thing a lot of times. Her father raised her primarily. Her mom had substance abuse. Mom still drops off and communicates when it's convenient. Wow. When it's convenient. Wow. How sad. That's good, Anastasia, that she has a good relationship with her father. Good on that. And I'm proud of her because that's not an easy thing to heal from. And she's doing the work. I see it in the cards. She's doing the work. I know she's doing the work. As you said, she's super self-aware and she's very, self-accountable and all. And oh wow. That's so cool. I love that. I would be curious about her Pluto placement, Anastasia, because people who have that interest a lot of times have a strong Pluto aspect somewhere. It does take a special person to do that. Or they have Scorpio in their chart. That's a scorpionic interest a lot of times, either eighth house or Scorpio or a strong Pluto placement. It's almost like with her, the reason I specifically am honing in on Pluto, with her, it's almost like she's got something in her chart to where breaking that pattern is going to spill over and she's going to touch others and help others and lead them through that. That's why she was drawn. She wanted to, that her Pluto's in Sagittarius in the 6th. Well, the workplace, there you go. She was drawn to this. And see, there's the teacher, Sagittarius, the teacher. And she was drawn to this. It's like breaking this pattern is putting her in a place where she is equipping herself to help others. I'm a firm believer that having gone through something, being able to relate to it because you've experienced it makes you far more qualified to help others. Oh, wow, Green Eye Devil, that is so cool. But she's got Sag in the 6th house, so she would have, so she's a Cancer rising. Is she a Pisces midheaven? Yes, I can see that. Especially, I mean, if she's a Cancer rising, there's a good chance that she's a Pisces midheaven. She might be an Aries midheaven, but I'd be willing to bet she's a Pisces midheaven. Based on everything, just what I feel off of her, what I get off of her. And that would make sense. That would make total sense. She's a Gemini rising. See, I'm a Gemini rising and a Pisces midheaven. She's a Libra moon, Pisces sun, Gemini rising. I bet she's a Pisces midheaven, and all of that makes sense to me. That she would have, she would be drawn to that. And that Pluto in Sagittarius, that's going to give her, that's going to make her, she's going to have a love of learning too. Like beyond, it's beyond a love for learning. It's, I've got to learn. It's like a compulsion. She's going to always be learning, 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 learning. She'll have this insatiable need to continually be, she's going to always have this insatiable desire to learn, learn, learn. Probably with Pluto there. And teach in the 6th house. Yeah. You know, with her placements, she's no dummy. She's smart. She's a smart cookie. She's a smart cookie. Where's her Mercury? Where would her Mercury be, I wonder? But I love that. I love her so much, and I don't even know her. I know, right, Green Eyed Devil? She's smart. I'm telling you, she is smart. Pisces in the 10th house for Mercury. Okay. She's going to be known for her wisdom. That's so cool. I love that. Yep, I like her. I likes her. Pisces in the 10th house. So she is a Pisces midheaven then. See, that is so cool. I love that, Anastasia. I freaking love it. Anyway, She's got a Pisces sun, Uranus, and Mercury. So she's a Pisces stellium. That is so cool. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Green Eyed Devil. I totally see this one written in the stars. These two are, you and her are two peas in a pod. For sure. I love that for you. Absolutely. But I hope that helped you, Anastasia. Let me know. Let me know if that helped. Let's see. AK, you should see her art. Oh my God. Yes, Pisces are so creative. I love that. And that Libra moon would give her creativity too. Venus energy gives creativity too. The Pisces energy and the Libra energy, that's going to make her very creative, very good with art, music, stuff like that. She probably loves that you're a musician. She probably has such an appreciation for what you do. 7 Deadly Sins. I bet that's cool. I would love to. I bet that is cool. Probably Green Eyed Devil. She doesn't mind it. I heard that. That's fair. That's funny. There you go. You got something to tell me. Okay. She writes, so we've played music together. Try to. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. I love that, Anastasia. That's great. I think she sounds so cool. I bet you she is so fun. I bet you she is very fun. I bet you she's very gracious, charming. With that Libra moon and Gemini rising, she's charming. She's probably very attractive. She probably, looks young. She's got a youthful appearance, probably. Little mischievous appearance, I love that. I know my way around the studio. Of course you do. Of course you do. In an art district somewhere, just coffee shop. Yes. Oh, that's so sweet. I bet they do love her. She's probably endearing. And then that Pisces energy just gives her a look of innocence at the same time. Oh my God. How could you not fall for her, Anastasia? How could you not? She's amazing. Do you hear me talking to your Aunt Anastasia? Baxter says hello, Anastasia. He can always tell the animal lovers when they're here, the people who like fur babies. Tell Anastasia hello, Baxter. Say hello, Des. How's Des doing? Oh, I love that. He says hello. Hello. You're a goober. You're a goober. You're a goober. You're a goober. But that is so sweet, Anastasia. I think you two are so adorable. Des is sleeping, just hanging out and keeping you company. Oh, sweet Des. I bet Des likes Emma too. What are you doing? What are you doing? Baxter to bark twice if you're in. Oh, Baxy Bax. What are you doing? Are you a goober? He's so funny. You so crazy, Baxter. He loves her. He loves Emma. Okay. So he has sisters now. Do they get along? I bet they do. Have the cats? I'm sure the cats have met. Yes. I'm sure they get along. His Emma. Oh, how sweet. That's so sweet. I love that. It's precious. Anchorman. Every time you hear Baxter's name, I have to get out and say, oh, that's funny. It's a blended family. That's the sweet kind, though. I love that. Definitely. Most assuredly. Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee. Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee, Baxter. He's so goofy. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to get out of here. I think I'm going to call it a night. It's fairly early for me. Hey, Green Eye Devil, is Uncle live or did you look? He usually goes live. He may not be live yet. I don't know. Let's see. What are you doing? No, I don't think he is. I didn't get a notification. His eyes are big. Unbelievably big. You're right. How dare he not go live? He didn't go live. He's not live. He might be on TikTok. He might be on TikTok. Oh, well. All right. Well, I love y'all, and I will see y'all later. Let me get timestamps up. Anastasia, thank you again. I appreciate you, love. Give Des scratch his head for me, or whatever it is he likes, and tell him that his Auntie Karen said hello. You'll be shaking your fist furiously at him. I heard that. All right, guys. I love y'all. Appreciate you. I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Peace.